Hello everyone and welcome to Back to School Night. This year's Back to School Night obviously is going to be a little bit different than all of the previous years. I wish that we would all be able to see each other and speak to each other, but this year we're just going to have to do it through the video. Um, First off, I want to tell you which classroom assistants are going to be with us this year. So Miss Christine, Miss Kay, and Miss Robin will be with us this year. These are the same assistants that we had previous years, so the students are familiar with them and they do have already a relationship built with these assistants. So there wasn't really a much change that they had to adapt to. I also want to say how well the students have been adapting so far to all of the changes that they had to deal with. Wearing the masks, always cleaning their hands, even though I used to do that last year with them too. Um, but they really have surpassed all expectations. And like I said, they're really hard workers. And everyone in the whole entire building is so glad that they're back because everybody missed them. So first I want to just come and tell you a couple of reminders. So the first one is if you can send in either a sweater or a jacket. The reason being is that since we do have to use the ACs, the air conditioners a lot this year, it can get a little bit cold in the classroom. And so if the student gets cold, at least they have the option to either put on their sweater or a jacket. Also, I'm asking if you can send in some tissues, hand sanitizer, and an extra mask. The tissues and the hand sanitizer will be so that each student will have their own, so they do not have to share any of these items. And also for the extra mask is in case something happens to the mask that they wear to school, they have another one just in case that way they can switch to. Masks are also provided in the classroom, so in case they forget it or something happens, they also have extra masks available for them to use. And like I said, none of these items the students will be sharing. This year we're limiting everything that the students are sharing. So the classroom routine, the students come into the building and they come into my classroom for the homeroom. They check into homeroom, we do attendance, and then they start following the block schedule. Now this depends if it's an A, B, C, or D day. And that determines which class that they will be going into. They follow the bell schedule just like every other student in the school for the morning half of the school year. So the morning they go to all of their classes, all of their specials. At 12:18, that's when the students will have lunch. They have lunch either in the cafeteria or they have lunch outside in the courtyard if it's nice. So obviously, if it's nice, we're going to try to get them outside as much as possible because they're in the classroom all day. So I try to get them out as much as I possibly can. In the afternoon, they will use this time to either catch up on any work that I have assigned to them or any work that another teacher has assigned to them. So any kind of the electives. And if they don't have any work to do, then obviously we work on specific skills that they need more practice on. So this is the time where we really focus on what they really need and give them that extra attention that they need for that skill that needs to develop a little bit further. Like I said, I try to get them out as much as I can, taking advantage of the weather, obviously, because it will be changing soon. So we do try to do the community-based instructions also in the afternoon since we don't have to worry about them going to any other classes. So they're with me all afternoon, so we have a little bit more time to spend in the community. Now this I mean we either walk around the school, we walk around the streets around the school, or we even go to Park Avenue and see the stores there or anything like that. So I try to get them out as much as we possibly can. And when we are out, we get to practice the skills about crossing the street, being safe, and so forth. So this gives the students a chance to practice a lot of the things that we talk about and that we practice in the classroom in the real world setting. the students are always accompanied by either myself or the assistants. When they go to electives, they go with the assistants. So they were never alone. So in case if the student encounters any issues or any problems, the assistants are there to help them um, through anything that they need, and also to help them complete the work that the other teachers assign. Now, when it comes to the work, I work with the teachers from the electives, so we do modify for our kids, and I'm in constant contact with them, and they also have access to their Google Classroom, so I can see if maybe we need to change something or modify something a little bit more for each student. Um, During lunch, the students are also with the assistants, so they are not eating lunch by themselves. Um, and then, like I said, they either eat in the cafeteria or they eat outside. On Fridays, we try to do a little bit something more fun with them since they are in school, and we try to make it a little bit more appealing for them. So, if the weather permits, we like to walk to Park Avenue and, give them like a little treat. So last week, they all went to Dairy Queen and they just loved it. We walked to Park Ave, we got to see the park. They got to see their other friends from the Bulldog Academy. So they really enjoyed that walk. And this Friday we're planning. I'm not sure if they told you or not, but we are planning on going to eat pizza. So we're gonna order some pies, and then we're gonna take them to the park and eat there. And then after that, we'll get some dessert from Dairy Queen. Like I said, they really enjoyed the Dairy Queen. So we also celebrate monthly activities. So if there's anything that you do not want your child to participate or any activity that you do not want your child to participate in, please let me know ahead of time so then I could change the activity for your child. Google Classroom. I know you're all familiar with Google Classroom due to what happened last year, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody was feel comfortable using it because I know it can get a little bit confusing. Um, so please just make sure that you check the Google Classroom every day because the work will be posted there for me as well as the other teachers, and also attendance is also posted on each of the classrooms. Um, I also created a Google Classroom that is called Goodman Student and Parent Information. If you can please check that page because I will post there updates and reminders or any important information that you might need to know about what is going on in the school. The student work. So for the virtual students, you are required to log into every single class for attendance. If you do not log in, the teachers will mark you absent. And also make sure that you sign in at the right time because if you sign in late, then the teachers will also mark you late or tardy or even absent. If the student is not able to participate in any of the classes, just let me know ahead of time so then I can contact the teacher and either make arrangements or something like that. And the same thing goes for my classes as well. If you cannot attend the class, if the student doesn't feel well or something like that, just make sure you let me know ahead of time so then I don't think that they're just not doing any work. Okay? And with that, if I post something on Google Classroom, I can also see their screen. So I have to show that, I have to see that they're actually doing some work during that class time. This way it will give them their classwork credit. And then also when the students are absent, they should be making up the work that is posted on Google Classroom. So every teacher posts the Google Classroom work there. So if your child is absent, please make sure that you check to see if there's any work that they have missed. And if you have any questions at all, please know that I am here. Just email me, contact me, and we'll. Like I said, I work together with the other teachers a lot. So if there's any issues or anything like that, just shoot me an email. Let me know what's going on. I'll contact the teacher for some reason. If you have any issues with the stuff that I post, if you don't understand it, the students also can go on Classroom Meet, the Google Meet, and I can walk them through it. Like I said, Google could be a little bit confusing. So if you have any questions or anything like that, I can walk you through it because I'm able to see your screen and see what the issue is with any website or anything like that, not just Google. Um, and I think that's it for this year. Like I said, I wish everybody would be here and we would have this in person. But you know, hopefully I will see you guys soon. I mean, I see you when you pick up your children after school, but it's just not the same. Like I said, thank you all for all the work that you have done. I know that it was a lot last year to deal with for everybody, but you guys did an amazing job, and the students did an amazing job. So I just want to say thank you for that, and welcome to the new school year. And I look forward to working with all of the kids again and just seeing how much they will progress this year. So thank you again. Have a good night.